Wow, I can't believe that actually worked. Huh. Hello. It's me. It's been a while. Oh, am I not? Why is my mouth not moving? It's been a while since I did this. Um, my mouth is moving. A little laggy, but c'est la vie sometimes, right? Um, Lots going on in my life. Talk about it later. I kind of wanted to talk about this channel more than anything at the moment. Let's. So I It's currently very early in the morning for me, and I moved recently, about a week ago, and um, I don't know, I've been feeling particularly. I don't want to say morbid. Morbid isn't quite the right word. Um, Somewhere between. Somewhere between that, like, negative nostalgia feeling, I suppose, and worries about the future. So much stuff going on that I. Oh god, wait, does this still work? Hold on. Did I ever get this to work? Oh, oh, hey, isn't that fun? What fun things I had set up. Oh, but I've got Pixelmon in the background right now. Oh, I thought I was able to fly. Oh, yeah, I can fly. Okay, because I figured I don't know if this will be my last stream. Maybe I'll do some more. But as I wallow around in my own mediocrity, I figure I might as well go out the way I came in more mediocrity, I suppose. Same way I lived. That makes it sound like I'm gonna die. No, I just mean the general sense of being mediocre. I don't know if you're looking to be a VTuber, which I've spent the last maybe this thing. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at the back of it. Um, can I show this without doxing myself? That is the question. That's the question. Um, Hold on, hold on. I've been examining my Oh no, that's not how I do that. Oops, I fucked it all up. Oh, uh, I'm not sure what I did there. Let's go back to Minecraft. So there's at least something going on in the background here. Man, this is terrible. This is terrible for engagement. I'm doing bad at this, guys. I apologize. Wow. Like, that's ever stopped me before. But I wanted to take a look. Fucking, how long has it been? It's only been like 5 minutes, God. Um, let's take a look at how my channel did and does, I guess. Let's take a look at some stuff here, right? Let's take a look at some stuff. If I can let's see. I need to put a filter on this so that you can't see my other tabs and stuff. I'm not trying to see. Ah, I see. Here we go. So from the top. the shit is this? Okay. Sorry, hold on, I'm getting it. Will that do it? Yeah, it's probably good enough. And then we'll, like, something like that. Um, yeah, that's probably good. It's very, assuring. Let's see, and then I just need to make a copy of myself. Shit, how do I... Can I just literally copy and paste this? Hey, I can. Let's go look at this. Okay, you can see my mouse and everything. So, in the course of my YouTube career, I made 4 videos and how many live streams? This video of 3 likes. What's doing that? Um, 43 streams. Wow, that's a lot more streams than I would have expected. But yeah, so one of this video here, it was a project for another channel that I kind of converted into something for this. I don't know why this has a like because this is 4 views. No, it's this one. This one right here. It says 0 views, 1 like. Which don't watch that video. It's bad. I'm gonna go and list it now. Actually, I'm not. So actually, I haven't examined the short. It's technically a short. It's not like just a video, though. It did take me some time to do. I'm actually a little tempted to if I were to get back into YouTubing, it'd be something like this, where I kind of have a firm idea of who I want to be and what I want to do. If that makes any sense, like I can solidly provide a service, as it were. I think that's an interesting path to go down. I felt a little bit lost going down the path I did, where I started off wanting to talk about video games a little bit, and then kind of just going into more gradual VTuber type stuff. I don't know. It was this channel has always been a bit lost. Let's take a look at the analytics for this. 256 views. Average view duration 15%. I think that's pretty normal for YouTube Shorts to get about a 40 or 60% drop off over about 10 seconds or so. It's a bit unfortunate, but I mean, if 10 people, or excuse me, 7% watch, that's still like 8 people. That's really not a lot, is it? It's a little surprising. Yeah, I think a lot of the time people it gets sent to their traffic. What is calm.ruben Mayo Reddit world? I'll have to look into that at a later point. Apparently, a significant amount of the search terms were Fortnite and Jazira FF, whatever that is. I have no idea. That's a little bit confusing, the where it says that. Hmm. It says that 0% clicked away, but that doesn't make logical sense. And only about 30% from the United States or the UK. That's genuinely interesting. It may not be. No, it says lifetime. Lifetime of the short is what it is. That's interesting. And as you can see, almost all of it was just in that one weekend, which makes sense because it was for like that week, I think. I think the games are pretty good, like actually pretty decent games, though I don't know if any of them got super popular. Solstice, Potion Permit. I think Potion Permit may have found a bit of traction. But I mean, they weren't like super popular games, which is something that I've noticed when I played the more popular games. That's where it starts to come through. We won't even bother looking at these two middle ones here, but let's just go look at this. Tenant Gonzalez, hi buddy. Um, watch time 4 hours. That's not bad. It's gotten me one subscriber. I have 3 subscribers. If you're one of my subscribers, thank you. I don't know that I would bother watching, bother subscribing. I don't know that I'm going to continue doing this though. Who knows? Maybe some in the future. Talk about myself later, I guess. Average percentage watched. Average percentage viewed. 12% of video. Is that what that means? Average percentage viewed. Hold on, let me look up what this means. I keep bonking my microphone and I don't know. It's a measurement of how much of a video users have watched on average. So about 12% of the video? Is that what that means? Huh. Yeah, something like that. But God, it took me so long to make this goddamn video. It took me probably double-digit hours from research to script writing to editing audio and video, and then audio and video again, and then what else? There was something else that happened that was a huge pain in my butt. It was just too much. I think maybe if I kept going, may have been a bit better. It's interesting. It says about 40% was from external sources. I'd be incredibly curious to see where exactly they came from, and I am dumb because apparently a large amount of them came from Reddit, YouTube, and Google search. External Google? What? Played in the YouTube player. Interesting. I'd be curious to see how much of those people actually um, watched by traffic source. If that's an analytic that they have. 6.3 click-through rate is apparently pretty decent, and it does kind of seem to just still be going up in general, the impressions, which is also kind of impressive. It's plateauing a little bit, but it's like still kind of going up. If I kept making more videos, I think there's a decent chance that you know, may have done something more with it. But again, if it's taking me, I don't know, let's just say 15 hours to make a video. God, that's so much fucking work, especially for somebody. I'm going to school right now. I moved for school. That's so much fucking work. How much goddamn work for 3 minutes average view duration on a 20-minute long video? Apparently, a very large percentage of my search 3 views are from Press Nusagi search. I don't know how far down you have to go to see this in your depressed Nusagi search. But apparently it's about 3 minutes view. So I mean that's actually genuinely kind of impressive. I'm find it interesting. It relates me to that to him. I don't have any strong opinions on the person myself, but obviously was popular. I don't know. I think he's like under a new pseudonym now or something, right? I'm not gonna go into it. That's. I'm not a drama channel. But yeah. So 42% are still watching around the 30-second mark, which is pretty typical. So I mean, it's seemed to have been a pretty typical video. You can kind of see the dips and the drops. Interesting that some of these are like returning viewers. I do think that it's very consistent. I think by and large, making it on a VTuber thing is consistent, whereas obviously I don't have many other videos. But if we go back to go to analytics and go to content and go to live, I don't know that that's exactly what I was looking for, but hold on. Gotta go to content and then live, yeah. So, but for the most part, you know, 0 views, most of them, up to the top 13 out of 43 have any kind of views whatsoever, which is about what you would expect. And I guess it makes sense. Wait, only one of these had a title? That's weird. I could have sworn I put, like, I made a bunch of thumbnails and stuff. So it's weird that this one is the only one that had a thumbnail. I didn't, well, I said I made a whole lot of thumbnails that really didn't, it wasn't a whole lot. There was a decent amount that I think I made a nightly talking stream video thumbnail. And we can kind of examine, you know, in particular these 4 videos, and I want to examine why they did as well as they did, because it's genuinely interesting to me the fact that they got traction. It's 2 of them I kind of understand. These 2 I understand why they got traction. These 2 I'm really not certain, because you look at October 15th, they got significantly less than October 21st or October 22nd. They did more than a couple nightly talking streams. There's one from the 12th, there's one from the 23rd or 23rd. Don't exactly know why these 2 got as much traction as they did, but I should make a video on this. School hasn't even started and I'm already... Wait, why does it say October 22nd, but it says it was streamed on November 22nd? It's the same thing there. Wait, did he stream on the wrong days? And I'm so confused. Why does it say November for all of these? I'm so confused. Oh god, what? All of them, it says that the date is a month later. It is August 14th right now, that is correct. Am I insane? The fuck? Okay, this is January 17th, January 17th, December 29th, December 29th, October 20th, November 20th? Hold on. Oh shit, you can see it. Hold on, let's transition back up. Okay, there wasn't anything too bad in that. I can keep this spot up. Look at my recordings. I might still have some recordings from that time. God, a lot of them are from this one project I was doing. Let's see. I have going back to January 5th. It's January 6th. I was very busy. Very funny. I'm very funny. Why? Oh, I accidentally tried to delete this VOD. That's fun. Weird. Okay. Actually, I can delete this. Let me transition back. And yeah, I don't have any proof as to whether I streamed on October 20th or November 20th. That's very odd that I did that. That it did that. That's so strange. Was it a meme? Was I fucking around. I feel like that's the kind of joke that I would remember making and that I would make. But wait, hold on. What? What the shit is this? I was trying to do a bit. I was trying to do a funny. What is this? Go away. How, how did we? Okay, let's go back to content. I'm very good at this YouTubing thing. What is this? Stop! 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 What is this? I don't want this. Dashboard. Let's go to content. Why are you doing this? Look at the actual content. Why does it keep popping this up? I'm trying to make a point here. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh crap! My face is all there. We go. Okay, cool. Why are you doing this? Why do you like this? Oh, I was on the wrong tab. That's what it was. Okay. So we'll transition back over. Right. So we're gonna examine in particular 4 videos here. This one I kind of figured, maybe because I didn't put tutorial or something like that, people didn't really understand what exactly I was going for here. Um, but it was kind of like a mini tutorial where I showed people how to make a master ball farm. I think this is probably about the part where I stop, so it makes sense that there's kind of a drop off down here. But this one I thought wasn't too bad. I mean, it was as interesting. Interesting. I'm kind of tired, if you can't tell. It was as like curated content as I've gotten without getting into like videos. Most people YouTube search. It's not going to show me what the search is, but I assume, Poke Handcraft there, Master Ball Poke Handcraft. It's such a pain in the butt to make a fucking Master Ball in a Poke Handcraft. Let's transition back into Minecraft here for a second and murder a pigeon. Let's go, Master. Oh, look, all that, like that. And you gotta fuck it with an animal or whatever. You're like, God, what a pain in the ass. What a pain in the ass. Let's transition back. So I figured that one would get me some more views. Not so much. It wasn't so much like me sitting down and saying, "Hey, this is gonna get me views," right? It's more so like this was the thing that I would have thought would be nice for me. So I'm going to make this, and hopefully other people will find it helpful. Hopefully some of those 13 people. Let's see. How far did they make it? Um, like 30, 20, 30, 20, 30%. So like 4 or 5 people found it helpful, I guess. Who knows? It's got a 6.8 click-through rate, which is not bad for my channel. Um, not bad. So, I mean, kind of a disappointment. Hopefully, if it helps somebody, maybe not a disappointment, but Obsidian Conflict. This one was surprising to me because it says taking a break. I don't know if people like saw that and were like, "Oh, he's maybe relaxing." Like maybe he does more stressful videos, and this is a more relaxing video, and it's Obsidian Conflict. I'm kind of into that. As you can see, very sharp drop off, very fast. A lot of people going from YouTube search here, and I'm guessing most of it was Obsidian Conflict. Same thing for Google search. I assume people got here looking for Obsidian Conflict content and quickly dropped it off here. I don't necessarily blame them. It was just, I don't know, exploring. I I didn't mean to catfish you here. I was just exploring, and I think this is kind of an interesting thumbnail as well. I didn't pick it. If you look at it, it's like, okay, there's a gun here. It looks like he's maybe sniping something. There's action. Um, is this not the thumbnail? Wait, is this the thumbnail on the right? Well, you can't even see what I'm talking about because I've got it all um snipped. What is the thumbnail here? Wow, me too, buddy. Me too. Oh, shit. I don't know what it is. I guess it's this melon throwing thing, which is also kind of fun, especially if you're looking for relaxing Obsidian Conflict content. Um, but yeah, so I guess that just made people interested. They're like, hey, there's an interesting looking VTuber. There's interesting Obsidian Conflict. I'm looking for that. Whoops, that's Final Fantasy thing I've been looking at. I've gotten back into it because of the free week. Anyways, so yeah, that's Obsidian Conflict. That's why that one seems to have 32 views. But these two, right? These two right here, I have no idea why they have as many views as they do. I just not got the foggiest idea. There's a pretty sharp drop off. It's a pretty sharp drop off from the browse feature. Like they're just hanging out, they're just browsing. Some of them from a different video for 100 days in Minecraft Pixelmon, maybe 7.5% click through rate. Like that's pretty decent for this channel. I don't know where these people are coming from on this video. It it was pretty fast. Um, I think maybe that YouTube just really pushed this video for some reason. It's the only thing I can start to even gather, honestly. But even then, only 21 out of the 31 people got there from YouTube recommending my content, which 7.5 click rate. I mean, again, that's not bad. I don't particularly know why. It's not like I just don't think it's not an interesting thumbnail, right? October 22nd, which maybe November 22nd, who knows, is a more interesting thumbnail because at least it's like if you're looking for Pixelmon content, it is the like Pokemon box. So, the nightly talking stream, maybe he's gonna be organizing his Pokemon, he's gonna be hanging out, he's gonna be catching some Pokemon, whatever. This one is just like a jungle, you know? Or no, excuse me, maybe the Cranidos evolving is caught people's attention. I don't know why the thumbnail for my side and for like YouTube itself is so drastically different. Maybe it's the thumbnail. Let's look at I feel like this is an interesting thumbnail, right? You defeated a Pokemon. Like that's interesting from like a perspective of somebody passing by, like why is why is what makes these two different? I don't remember choosing any of these thumbnails. This one is interesting because it's obviously not a regular clay doll, right? And I think if I were to go back, if I wanted to clickbait this, it'd be like, oh my god. Maybe not the oh my god, but is this clay doll? Nightly, nightly Pixelmon stream. Remember? 15th? Something like that, right? Oh, you can't even see me fucking typing that. Hold on. There. Right? Like, that's what I would do. And I think that that would really catch attention. My problem with Pixelmon is that it's predominantly consumed by children, which is not something that I'm particularly keen on leaning into for a multitude of reasons. Not that I think that there's anything wrong with that in the general sense, but that's just not something I'm particularly interested in. Like these two videos even got likes, right? The Obsidian Conflict one got likes because it's Obsidian Conflict. People like Obsidian Conflict. It's that easy. Maybe I'm underselling it. I wonder if maybe the likes happened and then YouTube recommended the content. I wonder if perhaps that's what happened. And the content, the thumbnail, the title was just enough for people to click on it. I wonder if perhaps that is what happened here. Because I just can't parse it otherwise, right? Like, there's just a sharp drop off. The click through rate is pretty decent. Go over here, look at the analytics. And again, a pretty sharpish drop off. Although there's at least somebody watching to the end here. Still like one or two people to the end. And again, YouTube is recommending it. It's a hell of a lot of impressions. 5%, not my best. 10% of my total traffic is from the previous one. Wait, is that right? 11, 20, okay, so it'd be 25% of 11%, which is 2.75%. And of the 41, 36. So like one person, right? So one person went from then that previous nightly talking stream. One person came from Minecraft Uranata. Two people came from I spent 100 days in Shining Leap Pixelmon, which is fascinating. How strange. How just odd. It looks like it was all in that like one time frame. But that didn't carry over though. It's just so strange to me. Because you see a lot of repeat viewers there, and then you go to the next day. Uh, no, no, I definitely didn't stream the next day. And it just doesn't carry over. There's one view, right? One view. Oh, is it because I played Dark Tide? If I do that, doubt that'll do anything. Maybe that's part of the reason why is because it was Dark Tide, right? And then I go back to Pixelmon nightly stream, right? And then it doesn't. It just nothing happens. You know, we don't get back to that except for the Master Ball thing. But strange. And then nothing until taking a break. How odd. How just odd. Uh, maybe do a video on this. I don't exactly even know what the conclusion would be, right? Originally, I had pulled out, because again, I just moved recently. I don't have everything out of boxes even yet, which I didn't bring that many boxes with me because I don't. I'm pretty Spartan when it comes to that kind of a thing. But, what was I gonna say? Oh, right, I pulled out my microphone and, assorted V-tubing materials in order to do this because I wanted to wax poetic about a lot of emotional things I'm going through. And I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that right now. So what am I going to do? Honestly, I've not got the faintest idea. I still just talk. So I was looking into the like newer uh, Pixelmon stuff. Actually, there we go. Actually, is there a new Pixelmon update? Let's go with Pixelmon. Let me look this up. Because there's a um a new mod called Cobblemon, which looks a little blockier. Like this mod looks pretty impressive because you know it looks just like the Pokemon. You know, like that's pretty impressive, all things considered, for Minecraft. Um, we get into Cobblemon, which is not unimpressive, but a little blocky. Matches the aesthetic perhaps a little better. And I think it seems to just, I haven't played with it yet, but it seems to just be a little better programmed, a little better implemented, which again, you know, I've not messed with it yet, so I can't say for certain. But Pixelmon definitely does feel a little divorced from the greater mechanics, greater systems in Minecraft at large, which is a little disappointing. It feels more like somebody slapped Minecraft, or yes, like somebody slapped Pokemon on top of Minecraft, which is, you know, nice in some respects, but a little limiting in others. Like, the fact that, what was I gonna say? Again, I apologize, I'm a little bit tired. Um, um, there are no Master Ball recipes by default, but you have to download PokeHandcraft to be able to get that, which then you have to go through a bunch of unrelated mods to be able to make Master Balls and stuff like that. I do like the kind of non-canon Pokemon in Pixelmon. Like, who are you? You're not meant to be there. Like, the drowned forms, the pink forms. Oops. Yeah, pink form, alter form, crystal form, rainbow, stuff like that. Like, that's fun, right? But I think I'd rather have less if it means that it's more kind of immersive experience. But and all in all, it's been definitely consuming a lot less of my life. I started YouTubing because I was looking for something, and that's something I talk about quite frequently in my streams. I never found what I was looking for, not here, not elsewhere. I always talked about my wanting to be open, you know, open communications, being communicating open and honestly. But where am I going with this? I think that. Oh, hello. Is it my computer? Is that Pokemon Pixelmon? Do I have a ducklet? I think I have a ducklet. Back here, you little shitter. But I think that if you don't know, excuse me, if you are lost before you begin your journey, that you're not going to get where you want to go, right? If you're not entirely being honest with yourself, and to some extent, I knew I wasn't. I was hopeful, anyways, that I would get 100 views in like the first week of that video, and what do you know, I ended up getting 100 views eventually on that video, which I find genuinely impressive, even if only like 10% of them watch it, a significant amount of it. I think that's pretty decent. I've put a lot of my soul into making that VTubing video, and I kind of got sidetracked down the path of wanting to be popular, of wanting the videos to be seen, which I think is an understandable one, right? If you make something, you want people to consume it. I've transitioned now into, I started to call it game development because I haven't actually worked on it in really ever. I have a concept for a game that I am, in the general sense, working on. Not the same one that it was before when I made this channel. Because I was working on a social deduction mafia type game, and the Discord bot I made for it worked, and then I wanted to transition that into a full-fledged, I shouldn't say full-fledged, but about 90% fledged game in that same sort of next week gonna be about? Yeah, we're fine. Speed them up. Um, about a 70% fledged game where you would need to use Discord for the what was it exactly? For the video codecs, I want to say the video or the audio or something like that, because the engine I was working in couldn't interface with that. It's something along those lines. And I am too much of a lazy person to learn another language other than Python. So anything else is not going to be feasible. But I didn't really get too far with that project. With the game version of the bot, it was pretty much done. I think that still would be a fun idea. The idea was that I would get a bunch of other streamers and we would play it on stream. And I think that would be fun. I had kind of a big problem in that with traditional Mafia, the social deduction game, there is an issue insofar as, especially when it comes to content creation, where if you get knocked out early, it kind of sucks for content. In Among Us, it kind of works because you can float around and do your tasks and talk with chat. But in Mafia, you're just kind of sitting there because you're not supposed to talk to anybody. I had some ideas insofar as I was going to implement a like a betting system so that the dead people could talk during the night and like bet on who they thought was going to win, and based on how early you bet versus how long the game went and how accurate you were, you would get more or less points. And what those points did, I've got no idea. It's something that was still to be decided. I think it might still be a fun idea to do something like that. But I've watched this game now. I don't know if it's recent or not. It's called Blood on the Clock Tower, something like that, where the people can still participate. And I think taking some design cues from that would be a good idea. I think One Night Werewolf is a good game, but not as, it doesn't necessarily fulfill the same kind of um, game archetype. That's, and I have most of these Pokemon already. Is it raining? I think that's my computer. I don't know why I thought it was rain. I don't know if he's supposed to be evolving. I'm not gonna let him evolve. But it's just not quite the same. It's a lot more of a oh, how do I describe it? Like a this is a bit of a weird metaphor, but just hang in there with me for a second, right? It's a bit like musical chairs where everyone is kind of running around, and then the daytime starts, the only day or whatever starts, and then everybody's looking for a chair, right? Like it's kind of a all in kind of ordeal where it's kind of a scramble, whereas Mafia is more of a, I don't want to say competitive because it's not quite competitive, but there's more. Oh, it's a little more of a mm, I'm not a Pokemon expert. I'm just gonna replace those two. Grab and stop evolving. Oh no, I wanted that. Where'd it go? Must be in a tank or something. Um, Nurse Mafia feels more like a concerted effort where you sniff out people's identities. Secret Hitler is somewhere in the middle, I'd say, for those of you familiar with that game, where there's not a whole lot of information, but it is a longer game, so you kind of. Mm, so there's like. It's more social than deduction, as it were, most of the time. Sometimes there's a lot of deduction, sometimes it's mostly social. But again, I would say the core of the game is more social than deduction. And I would say with One Night Werewolf, it's just a toss of the dice. Sometimes, you know, I'd say about 90% of it is social, but that sometimes, like somebody just immediately figures out who the werewolves are, and that's, there's not going to be another night. So it just turns into kind of a metaphorical slugfest between two different parties, and the town just kind of has to pick one, as opposed to a more prolonged, um, kind of subtler game that Mafia and Secret Hitler tend to evolve into. It's kind of the main difference, and I definitely prefer the more subtler approach to the genre. I would have to rethink how my game would work with having having the dead people able to talk and contribute. For certain, they would not be able to um, use any information from their roles. They would probably not be able to vote, but I'll have to sit down and decide if that's something I still want to do. Man, I stream for one day and I'm like, here, let me make a video and like redo this whole bot and use the bots to collaborate with other streamers. Honestly, that's that's kind of what I wanted, is the social interaction, right? Was hanging out with other people and getting to know other people and having a fun time. And I think that, doing that with streamers would be fun. The problem with me being able to do that is more fundamental, insofar as I'm lagging extremely badly. Insofar as I'm going to school full time, I did not get the scholarship that I had talked about previously. That would have been perfect, which means I have to work and apply for more scholarships and study and try and look for internships and try and make connections so that I can get a decent job after school so that I can do stuff like this. I went to my first. God, why am I lagging so bad? Went to my first school event. I don't know what else to describe it. It's like a little like, hey, school is back in session. Let's put on like a little rally type thing. It's not quite a rally, but close enough. There was I guess I probably shouldn't describe anything in particular, but like the clubs came out, the school clubs came out and put up tents, and there were little like snacks for people to take from, and there was table tennis and air hockey and was it air hockey? I don't know what it was. I just kind of looked at it from a distance, and darts and stuff like that, karaoke stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my god, everybody here is so young. I'm a little bit older. I'm not quite 30 yet. I'll give that much away. But everybody's just so goddamn young. Yeah, this Minecraft stuff isn't working. I mean that in so many ways. I've got 2 years ahead of me. I gotta pay for rent. I gotta pay for family things. I've gotta go to school. I've gotta go to my job, which I need to find a job. I need to find scholarships. Just, I want so desperately for. I'm going to describe it as meaningful human contact, but I can't, I won't allow myself to do that on some fundamental level between staying up at 3 a.m. when I shouldn't be, to intentionally sabotaging myself in social situations so I don't have to deal with people, to not wanting to put myself in places where I can meet people, right? God. And that feels slightly better, having distracted myself. Ugh. Distract myself by examining the videos and what made them successful and didn't. I think realistically, and I doubt anybody cares. Nope, nobody cares about this. But I don't know if I somehow discover time travel accidentally and somebody comes back and sees this, then uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the path for me here going forward, if I do in fact go forward, it will either be related to the game that I'm making, that is a fully fledged social deduction game in which I have it starting to plan out, or it'll be me modifying my Discord bot so that it's a little better for streaming and then making some kind of collaborative streaming effort there. And if I do that, I'll probably start streaming more often where I just talk nightly and probably not like past midnight. Um, where I just talk and attempt to get better at talking and entertaining, telling interesting stories, that kind of a thing. Right? You're just talking to yourself. I think I'm pretty good at talking to myself. I've been talking for what now, like an hour, and it's been pretty much nothing. I could have been talking about something else besides YouTube, but no, I was talking about YouTube. I think I did that decently. I need to work better on not having as much filler content, speaking a little more. What's the audio version of legibly? Whatever that is, coherently, who knows? Right now, I apologize, I am whispering, because again, I don't know exactly how thin the walls and or floors are. So, according to my volume meter, it may be a little quiet, but I shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, if I have time and I am not schooling or working, that's what I will be doing. So I don't know, thanks for watching this rambling nothingness. And I hope you have a good night. Or morning or day or whatever it is. I'm fucking tired. Did I have like a catchphrase or something that I said at the end of streams? Fuck, I'm gonna have to